Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or you return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hey there, Aries. And happy birthday to my March Aries. All right, guys. Welcome to your March 2019 relationship reading, okay? So this is a reading for my couples, my daters, I just met someone. I'm trying to see what the deal is. If there's no one in the picture for you guys, if there's no one, you're not seeing anyone, and your ex is way ancient history, then check out the couples reading for this month, okay? This is just for people who have a particular person in mind. If you have a person in mind, this reading's for you. If you don't know who's coming towards you, or you don't have anyone in mind, this is not your reading. This is specific energy, okay, guys? Now, let me go ahead and get into it for you guys. Aries, the first card is going to represent... Oh, the card's giving me a hard time. First card is going to represent the current energy in your relationship or your situation. And we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Next card represents what the other person is thinking. Two of Pentacles. Next person represents what they're feeling. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Next card represents what they're showing you. Five of Wands. Next card represents what you're showing. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Next card represents what you're feeling. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse. And next card represents what you're thinking. Ooh, we've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to pull clarifiers and then we'll get into the reading. All right, guys? I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday month. At the time of this reading, it isn't Aries season yet, so I hope you enjoy Pisces season and Aries season when it gets to you guys, all right? If you guys have any special plans or anything, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, if you enjoy the reading, and let me know what you think about it. That's also very helpful to the channel, guys, all right? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get these clarifiers going so we can get this reading going. All right, so I'm just going to pull them and then I'll discuss them as we go. Already, I can see where we've got the Pisces and the Aries connection, because I just did the Pisces reading and some of these cards are similar. Very similar, very similar. And they're opposites. This is hilarious. Okay. So the current energy, you've got the Queen of Wands, okay? So things may not be going very smoothly right now. Things may be a little bit stagnant between the two of you, or maybe there's really nothing going on between the two of you. This can indicate that you've exhausted this particular relationship or situation, or that things are just very chaotic between the two of you. Also, this can indicate that there's some level of manipulation or jealous behavior going on in this situation. But here we have the Knight of Wands clarifying this. So, I don't think that there's a lack of passion between the two of you, okay? Because the Queen of Wands can indicate that there's a lack of passion. I just think that things are stagnant. I think there is a lot of passion in this relationship. I just think it's inconsistent. And that to have such an intense connection be so inconsistent causes cracks, causes problems, okay? So there's never a question about the passion that you guys feel for each other. It's just the fact that it comes in bursts, okay? And that whatever you guys have may not necessarily be enough to sustain a legitimate relationship, or you guys have not incorporated enough factors to build towards something versus just experiencing good feelings or passionate feelings with each other. All right, so let's move on to what this other person's thinking. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. So this person, they may be thinking that there's a lot of ups and downs in this situation, that you guys just go over and over and over. They may have someone else that they're juggling you with, Aries. They may have someone else that they have their eye on, or, you know, they may be, for those of you who this is a break, or you're having some type of issues. But if this is like a marriage, then, you know, your partner is just kind of recognizing where you guys just go back and forth, up and down, and they're trying to decide like what to do about the situation, because they don't necessarily, I mean, for some, they may want to get a divorce, or they may want to break up the marriage with this 10 of Cups in the reverse. But to me, I think this is just them trying to decide how to heal whatever causes the disharmony between the two of you, whatever causes the lack of harmony, whatever causes the sadness in your relationship. So for some of you, you do have a partner that's just like, listen, I'm done with this situation because it makes me unhappy. We're unhappy here. And maybe they feel like there's no rectifying that. But others of you, you have a partner who's trying to fix it. So as we go on, we'll see what energy is more prominent. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and what this person's feeling. So, you know, the Page of Pentacles is kind of that feeling where they get kind of bored. The Page of Pentacles is unhappy, first of all, lacking motivation. You know, they're kind of over the situation because they just feel like nothing's developing. All right. So this is not just the boredom, but this is the fact that there's really, I feel again like there's no foundation. They've clarified that we've got the 3 of Cups in the reverse, which means that they can also be thinking about ending the relationship, or, you know, putting, for those of you who are not in a marriage or a long-term relationship, or maybe even a long-term relationship, but this is about the friend zone, I feel like. I also feel like the 3 of Cups in reverse indicates a lack of happiness. The 3 of Cups can indicate that there's no fun, there's no happiness here, there's no, you know, emotional excitement per se, and so this person is just kind of over the situation. All right, what they're showing you, so definitely some of them, they're fighting, bickering, arguing. Some of them may also, like I said again, have competition, have other people who are interested in them. Some may be fighting you off, Aries, if you're trying to like recharge the situation and this person's probably not having it. So those are different, you know, this is a general reading, so there's going to be different scenarios. But also this person, with this 8 of Swords here, they're kind of feeling stuck with this situation. They're indecisive. They're showing you a lot of doubt when it comes to this situation. But with these 2 cards together, it makes me think of power struggles. So definitely, I think it's a situation where, yeah, this person has passion for you. You guys have an intense connection, but this person is looking for something more, looking for something more stable. All right, not to say that it's your fault, Aries, but just whatever you guys do together has not created the foundation that this person is looking for. So I think they're just fighting you off because they don't want to get caught up in going too far with this situation. For people who are in long-term couples and who have been together for a while or in a marriage, then your partner definitely feels stuck or trapped in a situation, and you have one set that's not sure how to fix it. They want to fix it, and then you have the other set that they don't want to fix it and they don't want to work on it because they think that it's just too much, but they're showing you like they're conflicted about it. They're not sure what they want to do, and they're probably confusing you. All right, now what are you showing? Well, we've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups in the reverse, Aries. So for some of you, Aries, this person feels like you're trying to manipulate them big time. Whether they feel like you're trying to manipulate them emotionally, or whether you're just trying to manipulate the situation, you know, whether you're using the chemistry that you guys have against them. And I'm not saying this is what you're doing. I'm just saying that this is what this other person is seeing from you. But also because you've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups in the reverse, this indicates a lot of sadness, emotional sadness, emotional inconsistency also, okay? Now, what you're feeling is like you don't know what to do. You're kind of feeling like the victim in the situation, or you're feeling like, you're not even at a crossroads anymore. You're just plumb like, look, I don't even know what to do about this situation, because you're frustrated. You feel like you've put enough effort into it that things should be, more fulfilling, or that, it's like I'm doing what I can, or I feel like I've done everything that I can. But I think that there's some miscommunication in between what you're doing or what you've done and what this other person needs. So right now I see that there is a lack of communication, or there's cross communication. Like, you guys are not understanding what the other person wants, okay? Whether that's going both ways or whether that's going one way, there's definitely a miscommunication here, as far as not only just emotions, but about, I think, what you both want in this relationship. Also, for those of you, there may be a third party situation, and I think this other person does not want to be involved in the third party situation anymore. All right? What you're thinking, yeah, I think you realize that there is issues with the communication here, okay? But more than that, I think that Aries, with this Page of Swords in the reverse, you're kind of, thinking that there's some mind game going on here, okay? That this person may be being mean to you, and there may be some pettiness happening. There may be some mind games going on here, but also with the Six of Cups in reverse, you definitely feel like there's a lot of old issues, like a lot of stuff from the past that's getting in the way with everything. And so, you know that there's a lack of harmony here between the two of you. And right now, I think that Aries, you still may want to make that one last gesture. You still may want to, not give up on the situation, because of the chemistry and the passion that you guys share. But again, are you willing to continue to put effort into the situation with someone that is not that you're just not able to please, I guess, if that makes any sense? And it's like, not only just putting effort, but where are you putting your effort? Because sometimes with the Seven of Pentacles, just because you're putting effort into a situation doesn't necessarily mean you're doing the right thing for the situation. And that's where the frustration is, because your efforts are wasted if you're doing the wrong thing, right? So this is where, if you're really trying to make a relationship work, you really need to sit down and get to the bottom of the miscommunication, get to the bottom of the stagnation. What is causing things to be stagnant? What is causing you guys to not be able to move forward with this relationship, when that's what you really want to do, okay? You really want to move things forward, and you want it to happen now. You want it, and you want it now. Whether that's just on a sexual level, a physical level, or whether that's in general. But you've got to figure out what is there's an emotional block here between the two of you, okay? And so until you can figure out that emotional block, and then somehow try to work on a foundation for the situation, or stabilizing the foundation of the situation, then that's where you're going to continue to have the miscommunication or the stagnation. I feel like Jesse Jackson. Miscommunication, stagnation, lack of moving forwardation. Silly. All right, so for the end of this reading, I'm going to read one last card, which is the Romance Angels Oracle card, just to give you a final message for this reading, and then we'll be done, okay? All right, so what do the Romance Angels have to say to you, Aries? They're saying, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Haha, so there's a reason why perhaps things are not working out the way you would like them to. You're not seeing something, you're missing the bigger picture somewhere. Okay, it says the Romance Angels sent you this card to help you notice the unhealthy or disconcerting parts of your relationship. If you are swept up in a new romance, this card serves as a cautionary warning. Pay attention to your feelings and impressions with regard to your new suitor. Don't allow emotion to blind you to characteristics or habits that won't work for you in a relationship. A red flag is a sign that something is off. It can include an indication of dishonesty, disrespect, flirtatiousness with others, substance abuse, or lack of integrity. While your new love interest may treat you wonderfully well in the beginning of your relationship, it is vital that you watch how he or she treats others. Someone's basic character is revealed by the way in which he or she talks and acts with restaurant staff, valet, parking attendants, and other miscellaneous individuals. If you're in an existing relationship, these red flags may signal a need for an honest, mutual discussion or couples counseling. This card doesn't necessarily guide you to leave a relationship. Red flags can be markers along the path of healing. The romance angels will guide you to take the steps that are healthy for everyone involved, so do follow your intuition. So this is interesting that they talk about the red flags, because the Queen of Wands can also indicate that there is someone whose behavior is kind of questionable, okay? And so again, this could be a situation, if we were to look at this individually, the Queen of Wands could be, whether you're dealing with another Aries or a Pisces, and then the Knight of Wands could be you, Aries, okay? So you could be dealing with someone who is very stubborn, very mean, very spiteful, someone who gossips, someone who just gives off negative energy most of the time, or at least towards you in this relationship. Okay, so again, you may want to question what it is about this person, and if they are someone who drinks a lot, because that could be with this Ten of Cups, they may have some type of addiction. You know, if there is something that you guys need to get into counseling for, especially for my long-term and my married couples, then definitely don't waste time, because I feel like this situation can be turned around if that's what you want. Okay, now for those of you who are dealing with a person who's already trying to figure out how to get out the door, I'm not quite sure. Okay, and I think that's more for the less serious relationships. For the newer situations, I think this person has already clocked that this isn't what they want. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of chemistry here in this situation. But for some of you, you're dealing with someone who just doesn't want the drama. And whether they cause it or you cause it, and sometimes that's what chemistry is. Chemistry is how two things come together and how they react. And so even though there may be passion here, if there's a lot of drama and this person doesn't want the drama, then they're going to leave the situation despite the fact that you feel like you guys have something or could possibly have something. All right, Aries, so that has been your reading. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let me know if this, resonates with you. What are you guys going through? Also, again, happy birthday. And I'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Aries.